Is it possible to miss out on the calling of God when you don't know the voice and have no one there to give you that wisdom?
Absolutely. Is it possible to miss out on the calling of God if you don't know God's voice and no one there to actually help you? Well, I'm glad you asked that question. Now, this is unscripted. I didn't tell him to ask that question. But if we continue to read it, you're going to see where this desire led, or answering this call led Samuel. So when I say don't ignore the desire, we should use that desire to kind of cause us to develop a diet for ourselves. Something that we could do to begin to discern God's voice and God's purpose. If we read this story carefully, there are three things that Samuel had from this story that helped that desire grow. One was that although he didn't know the Lord, he had a spiritual connection. He had a spiritual connection. Verse 3 and 4, 1 Samuel chapter 3 and 4, where the Bible says that Samuel, now I don't know what church Samuel gone to, because he didn't know the Lord, how he could be ministering in the church. 1 Samuel chapter 3, it says this, verse 3 and 4. It said, Samuel, the lamp of God had not gone out. Samuel was laying down where? Where? Yeah. So if you have a desire to get close to God, guess where's a safe place to gravitate to? I know we got prayer closets. I know we got online churches. I know we got bathroom prophets and stuff like that. But, the Bible says that Samuel's revelation began while he was close to these sacred places that God gave people to dwell. Getting close to the house of God. We need spiritual connections. You need a spiritual connection. So if you have that desire, what not to do is don't be lazy and disconnected from the house of God. I know everybody hypocrites. You too. I know everybody got dirt. You too. And the good thing is, ain't nobody watching. People watch you if you watch them. But there's no, and listen, and I'm being serious about this. In the 21st century, there's been this real movement to disregard the sacred place of God. Now, I know the church is not a building. It's a community. But the Bible says that this is the bride of Christ. You cannot be a Christian and hate the bride. You cannot be a healthy believer and not involved in part of God's family. You can't do it. You will not grow in isolation. But he was close. The Bible says that he was laying down in the house of God. And that's where this thing started. Parents. You all get it? We get it? Protect your children. The church is a soft target for creeps. Okay? You got people who could sneak in and come with them. Pay attention. Pay attention. But keep in mind that Satan is trying to tear this down. He's trying to discredit you. He's trying to discredit me because he wants people to stay away from environments like this. Environments matter. Y'all ain't believe me. Anyone here did anything nice for Valentine's Day? Yeah? Remember when you got home? For those who married. Or the week of Valentine's. You know, environments matter. Right? I lie. I tell the truth. It matters, right? Yeah. So when you're trying to set the mood, Mario, I know what you like, but you ain't gonna put on buju, right? You can put on something soft, something nice. All right? You ain't gonna be outside, you can be inside. You know, you can spend a little more because environments matter. You know, when they want to close down the club, you know what kind of songs they play? Kirk Franklin and soft music and church music. They're trying to run people out the club. They try, that's because they know environments matter. Certain environments breed certain behavior. Certain environments lend itself to certain things. And in the house of God, figuratively in the community of faith, God reveals himself in special ways. Special ways. Unconnected and disconnected, you couldn't hear that story.